make sure I'm live. So, okay. So in this live stream, I just want to show off a couple things that I was working on all day. I did not live stream it because I just wanted to focus on getting it done. I started it maybe last night before. It's a player menu. I don't remember if I was streaming it or not. I think I was like struggling with it the whole time. I finally managed to get it working, so I'm just going to showcase it here for you guys. This is more of a YouTube video type of live stream. I don't feel like recording a video and then uploading it. Yeah, this camera's heavy. I'm trying to hold it like that. But let's go ahead and connect to the server. So I'm not going to worry about switching angles or anything like that. So I'm just going to film the screen. That way I can walk you guys through what's going on. Yeah, I wish I was using that little thing up there. So we're almost done. I do want to take a moment and say that I'm just amazed that I was able to get it done today. Like, last night there was just like no hope for it, and now it's actually like working. It's pretty cool. So how far along is this? Okay, it's about to log me in. You can see all the SQL errors up there. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna pick Easton. Good old Easton. So let me just plot that. There we go. Now I can actually see the screen better. So I'm gonna walk you through the menus. So menu number 1, if you come over here, you're gonna press Z right here. And when you press Z, the menu loads. And just to get a better shot of it, that's what it looks like. So basically, the way this works is you have server information and help as a button. And you can actually scroll down onto the player names with the arrow keys right here. So the good thing about that is that it's more interactive, and I've just never seen anything like this before. The way that the menu works is that and that will always be spaced out like that because it's a menu.bool type of option. Good thing about that is that way if your name is like really long, the ID doesn't like get knocked out of place. They should, for the most part, stay relatively aligned as we get more players on the server. The next thing is you press on this option, and you can now actually see your Steam name, your ID number. Don't want to zoom in too much. You can see your character name, and for admins, super admin, and owner ranks in the server, basically the equivalents of that in our scripts, they can see the money, and as you can see, my money matches. The menu does not time out automatically after like 5 or 10 seconds. I'm working on that. I want to find a way so basically if you go and like, as little as like scroll through the list, I want it so you can pretty much get to any point in the list and press on it before it times out. As long as I can accomplish that goal, we're going to be good. As you can see, I gave myself credit at the bottom. So the next thing you're probably wondering about is what the heck is server information and help. Well, you see, that's another menu. It was going to be combined with this, but I decided to make it separate because of what you'll see in a minute. So when I press on server information and help, okay, hold on a sec. I don't think I started that resource. Let me fix that. Because it was in fact working. So CL info. There we go. Okay, so let's try that again. So I'm gonna have to make you guys sick. So when I press Z and I go here, there we go, that's better. So now you have this giant menu called About CityLife. And it's actually the same exact GUI settings, or it has the exact same GUI settings as the player menu. I did some last minute fixes to try to make the About CityLife menu a bit bigger and not obnoxiously bigger. So I think I found a nice balance. It's barely bigger than the original one. It basically just allows some of the longer text to finally fit on the page, as you'll see in a minute. So to walk you guys through this, this is pretty self-explanatory. So you have your keybinds. That wasn't supposed to happen. Keybinds. Oh, no, it was supposed to happen. I forgot. I'll show you guys what that did in a minute. Basically, you can press on these options. It'll take you back to the top. Apart from these two, so press, when I press on it, it actually opens up the K menu. And there's more stuff that does that as we'll get, further into this demonstration. So basically, from the keybinds, you can actually press it and it will just do the function. Like I said, more on that in a minute. Command list, you have all the commands. And like I said, when you press on them, it just takes you back to the top. Rules, visitor Discord. FAQ, this is kind of why I made the menu bigger. So basically, it's not as intimidating as you think. In fact, each one of those lines is a question and an answer all at once. So you have everything that you expect. We want to implement some of the features that you see here that may not be very relevant. So we got our Discord invites, how to apply for PD or another job, our Discord. What is the server IP address? What's the TS3 IP address? What's the area of play? Why am I fat? How do I change my clothing? How do I file a player report? Can I get further help? Can I speak with staff? Do I need a working microphone? Can I switch characters? Can I be in debt? What is the speed limit? So basically, that's 15 of the most commonly asked questions. I plan to add more in sections at a later date. What's new? So this is a new feature that I want to add in. I just want to be able to make it so you guys can see when the server was last updated. Obviously, it is 7:17, but that's okay. Because 7:17, 7:16, same difference. I started it yesterday anyway. So be it. Credits, I want to be able to put in our server staff, because everyone on the team deserves a bunch of thanks and whatnot. Server developers, they need to go inside of this category. And then I gave myself credit to this. And it's obviously still work in progress. And then here's the next cool thing. You can return to the list, or you can return to the K menu. More on that in a sec. So finally, we're at the K menu. So from the K menu, this is pretty cool. So from the K menu, you can actually open up the help button. You can also do /help, but it's basically like pressing Z and pressing enter. You can press K. You can press the up arrow to go straight to the bottom, or you can scroll through it, doesn't matter. And then you press enter, and the same menu pops up. It's the exact same menu because it's an independent menu, and obviously the sub menus are dependent of that. The next thing that I want to show off is, where is it? Where's my enter key? So that's K. No, that's not K. That's K. So from here, if we go to player menu, you guys can actually see a mini version of this list. It's the mini players list. And then from that, you can open up the main one. And then not only that, you can also do it from here. And obviously you can't actually press on those options, but you can press on this one. So I think this is a very welcomed addition to the server. Hopefully people will watch this live stream. You know, since right now it's only got one viewer, which possibly myself. I have no idea. That's about it. But it's very, very much welcomed. There's some other things that I did. So the last two things I'd say I did were add in this. So when you do /E, let me zoom out. When I do /E, it actually opens up the K menu and it tells you where to go. And same thing with /emotes. And then the other thing was I also added in some events to hopefully make it so when I add things in the future, if I need to have the K menu close out, I can just trigger a server event and it will close out the menu. So I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys like this. Again, it's like a YouTube video. I hope my mic is working. Otherwise, this is just a big waste. Oh yeah, my mic's working. So that's gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Sorry about me being really lazy. I just wanted to grab my camera and just shoot something live to the internet. So that's what I did. So I'll catch you guys later. Sorry I didn't stream the development of this. It's just not that interesting when I can just sit down and showcase it later. And actually have a final product ready to go, because I think I overdid the live stream last night. It was absolutely insanely long, and I just don't want to do that again. Unless I'm going to be a little more timely, but yeah, that's the fun of it, I guess. Struggling and not getting anything done. It was also a pain trying to get the well, I'm gonna go straight to where's my mouse? So I was gonna go just straight to actually, yeah, I was just gonna go straight to this, but no. So the thing that was really hard to do is trying to get the character name and some of the data sent back to this menu. I don't understand why it was so hard, but I eventually got it working. Had to switch some stuff around, and well, now it works. So it does update live. I also had to fix a bug with the player count. It wasn't updating. It was basically just gather how many players are on and display it versus actively gather the players, So I'm hoping when someone comes on the server, if I close out the menu to refresh it, it will actually update. And then whenever they come on the server and someone leaves, it'll update if you open it. That way it's a live player count. Alright, so it doesn't feel like, I don't know, my shot does not feel level. Yeah, alright, that's level. So anyway, let's gonna wrap this up. So I will catch you guys later. I'm gonna go and do /server on. So /server on. I I hate finger pecking or whatever it is for typing with one hand. Alright, well, server's been up, but yeah, I guess I didn't lie about that. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. The downside to doing this live is that you have to press this button instead of just the button that's literally against your thumb.